I actually want to talk about what you just left off on in the last segment. So you're saying Michael Jordan didn't tip, and like you're saying, like, it's kind of just like scumbagish of them, and like
Yeah.
I get it, because I mean people that we've worked in jobs where like getting tips is kind of like a part of our livelihood, right? So I wonder if it's like a perspective they get from maybe having money and traveling and like realizing it's only really a cultural thing here, the
Right.
tip, you know?
That's a thing too. But like the thing about cultural, like you said, it's a cultural thing here. But like when in Rome,
Do as the Romans.
yeah, exactly. So, right, you don't tip out in Asia, obviously, but when you come here, you're from here. You should know that this is our culture. We have tipping culture.
Yeah. But
And
isn't it the thing in our culture is that it's not mandatory, right? It's just,
no, it's not
called
mandatory,
gratuity because
but
it's like
it's
oh,
literally
to show
people's
things.
livelihoods. Like,
Yeah.
if you guys don't know, people that work at fancy restaurants and everything, they might not even get paid 10 an hour, dude. It's minimum wage. And servers, like from my last job, I used to work at Maso Osteria. It was like a casual fine dining at the Red Rock, right?
Right.
Before we closed, servers would show me their checks, and it'd be like $6, but all their money is from tips. Like they can support a whole family just from tips.
Yeah.
Like they make 200-300 a night, but their checks, since tips are taxed as well, their checks are like $50 every 2 weeks, bro.
So what do you think of, okay, because I know like, so there's like always like the counter side of the argument, and like the one that seems to be going around the web when people bring up the whole thing of, you know, tip culture here in America, is that they're like, oh, well, people knew what they were getting into when they got these jobs. Why did they sign up for such a low paying job? And then like, why are they relying on tips? Like, you know, what do you have to say to those people, I guess? Because I don't agree when they say that shit. Like,
Yeah, right. And it's like, no one chooses to be a server.
right. Sometimes that's all you have.
That's all you have, right? Because serving and those jobs, some people don't even choose. Some people don't have the education to go to like high paying jobs, like, you know, corporate businesses, because that requires a college degree, which is fucking bullshit to begin with. But some people don't have the requirements, like schooling, they don't have that. And like a lot of servers don't, like, I talk to them, they're either still in school if they're still young, or they didn't even finish high school.
Right.
And like, to those people who like say that, why do you choose? Like, they don't choose. Like, the world needs servers. Like, if you go to a restaurant and no one is serving, what are you gonna do?
Who's gonna bring you
order the food yourself? Like, go to the fucking kitchen.
Yeah,
and like,
that's
you
why
know,
like, I hate the big argument that was going around with like during Trump's. It's been going on for a while, but during Trump's era, especially when they were like complaining that migrant workers were taking their jobs and all this and that.
Like,
and,
are you gonna go do it?
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Like I hate the fact that that was even an argument.
Exactly.
Like, obviously someone has to do the job. If you're not gonna like put the pants on and go do it yourself,
Exactly.
then why are you trying to like take these jobs away from those people? You know, like it's ridiculous. And then the fact that people even have the audacity to critique like servers and, you know, wait staff like that and be like, oh, they should just get a better paying job if they don't like it.
Yeah.
No, like,
but the thing is, I also agree that tip is earned.
yeah.
Definitely.
I also agree with the thing where it's like, if you're a shitty server and you give shitty service, you're gonna get a shitty tip.
Or no tip if
Or
someone's
no
really,
tip.
really
But I
pissed.
always tip.
Yeah.
And no matter what, even if it's shitty, cause no tip, leaving $1 hurts them more than getting no tip.
Yeah.
So if, cause I've been in the restaurant industry for a very long time, not a very long time, but like, you know, a
you've
couple of
definitely
years.
gone around,
I'm 21 now. I started working in a restaurant, and then when I was 18, so I hear all the servers like, they're like, yeah, they gave a fucking $1 tip. Might as well not fucking tip. Like, it hurts them. It literally hurts them more to get like $1, $2 on like $100 bill versus 0 tip. So it's like, if they give shitty service, tip. If you want tip, if you want to hurt their feelings more, and like if you feel like they did a shitty job to you and your feelings are hurt, just give them $1 tip. It hurts them just that little more, just a little more.
Usually, like, I don't like not tipping either. So usually what I do is like, if it wasn't that good, like they weren't mean and shit, they weren't kind, and they're just kind of like just the minimum.
You get 15%.
Yeah, just give the normal percent. But normally, like if it's a really good server, I'm like, oh goddamn, I like this person. Sometimes I don't even care how much I give them. Like I'll just be like, oh, 25%
they earned that
of the
20.
fucking check. Yeah, like whatever
exactly.
it is.
I can definitely say that, like, after working in the food industry though, you become more mindful about tipping. Like I know, cause like I'm growing up from like a family that didn't tip, like back in the
100%.
Philippines, you know, and like even sometimes when I eat out with my family, they like choose to tip like $5 for like $100 bill. I'm like, bro, why are you doing that?
Yeah, like
And I
at
actually get like upset. 'Cause-
minimum $10.
Yeah, but after working in the food industry, you really get to be, you see like these people's struggles and how fucking upset they get. Even like, oh, I worked at Subway, and like, no one fucking tips Subway workers.
Yeah,
It gets so annoying,
sucks.
and we work really hard
sucks.
actually.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but after being more mindful, you could definitely get to be more generous as well with your tips.
Like
No.
every opportunity, even as fast food, every opportunity I get to tip, I will tip. Like if they don't take tip, I'm not gonna tip. If it's against company policy, I obviously not gonna tip. Like In and Out, they work so hard for $11 an hour with no tip.
Yeah.
Like it's always fucking busy there.
That was
Well, the
me
weird thing-
at a bakery, bro. That shit was no joke, bro.
Oh yeah, you were at 85.
Yep, I always had to wake up in the day, go in the bread freezer. Dude, that was no joke. And then proof it and then bake it. We didn't get no tip, but I hate it when like they always blame the workers. I don't care. I would take it as my fault, but sometimes I hate it when like people take it to the people that are serving. That's like always the big disconnect with people who like don't tip or take out the anger of the food on the server because they're not the one making the food. But at
Right.
the same time, like they take it face value. Like when they show up, it's like they don't understand what it is. Sometimes even celebrities, they don't even understand like what it is to work in a food industry.
Yeah,
because they
a lot
work-
of like, it's the same thing. That's one thing too. When people don't tip, I can tell either they're really cheap or they've never worked in the food industry and they don't know how this shit works.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah,
I tip because I know what they're coming from now.
yeah, exactly, right. What were you about to say? Sorry,
Shit, honestly, I forgot.
but yeah, go ahead.
Something to do with tipping. What was it?
Good morning.
Well, I don't like when like people try to like lowball tipping. You know what I'm saying? Like the server did a really good job. So you find out what 18% is. Oh, it's $8.56, and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna give them $8. Like they rounded down. I hate seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can afford the $8, just give them the $9 or round it up.
Exactly,
Like,
round it up.
Give them the good amount. You know, like they earned it.
Give
You
them-
already believe that, so why even bother rounding it down? Like I don't know. That's always like thing that irks me when I go out with people. Like if they round it down, I'm like,
or this one, right? People like servers would get great service and people are like, this is the best meal I ever had, talk so good about the servers and leave fucking $5.
that too.
Like
So
fuck you,
many
dude.
times.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I feel like the best thing they can do for servers like that is not only leave a good tip, but leave a review.
Mm-hmm.
Good review,
Leave a
mention
good
their
review,
name.
like on
That does a
Yelp, like
lot.
get their names and yeah.
Call the manager, like, hey, I just want to say.
Yeah,
you know,
because
you guys did
sometimes
great.
like on reviews and stuff, if you get a good review, because certain restaurants they give you bonuses and like bonuses and all that because or like just like some incentive to even work better. Because was it at Maso they had like a competition or something. Whoever got the best like reviews on Yelp or something, and they would get like a free bottle of wine or a free meal.
Yeah. Nice. That's really
And our
good.
food was fucking expensive. And our cheapest bottle of wine at Masa was like $60.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. And our cheapest bowl of pasta was $18.
Damn.
It was just
Good
spaghetti,
shit.
but it was shit fire. Shit was fire. The food there was so bomb. I'm sad that place closed down.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say earlier. Now that we're on the tipping thing. So In and Out. Okay, so you said In and Out.
Oh yeah, In and Out. Yeah.
You don't get tips, right? So I don't know where it falls into.
And they're not allowed to accept tips.
Yeah, they're not allowed to accept it, but if a customer keeps insisting, you have to take it. So when I worked at In and Out, that kept happening to me and a couple other coworkers that were pretty happy with our jobs and pretty good servers and just take care of the dining area, right? So I would get tips pretty often, and they would basically force it on me. And I was like, I really can't take it. I would sit there like my manager's over my shoulder. I'm like, yeah, I really can't take it.
can't.
And so like after like 4 times of them insisting and me not even wanting to feel rude, I asked him like, what do I do? He's like, technically because it's customer service, you can't keep refusing it. So I was like, but they would make you still feel it's like no, all right, you're not full shit In and Out because fuck y'all. Because when I worked there, they were assholes. But yeah, they would be like pretty shitty towards you if you got a tip after, like your manager and shit. They give you a hard time about it,
That's fucked
even
up,
though they
dude.
told you to take it because the
Yeah.
customer kept insisting. Like that should be kind of like, oh, you know what, you did good, man. Like yeah, we're not allowed to accept it normally, but you know, since they really like you, obviously, and you did a good job. take it.
Exactly. You're a
Like,
fucking manager.
like, we
Managers
should
at In-N-Out
encourage
get
that.
paid fucking shitload of money. Like you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, like they should just encourage the behavior. Like if you're doing something right that warrants you getting tipped by the customer, and they're trying to force that on you, like they should be, you know, if anything, like appreciating you and be like, yeah, man,
Exactly.
keep it up. Like
Exactly.
not like being like, oh yeah, yeah, next time don't do that, blah blah blah. Even though they like try everything you can to make sure you don't accept it. I'm like,
Yep.
okay,
Yep.
like
I 100% agree. But yeah,
right.
tipping, man.
Weird, not weird. Tipping culture in America is very delicate, a very delicate subject, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's wrap up this segment and get on to our third one.